Good morning. It's October 22nd. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm grinning because I got under Bo Wheels of Skin. Go watch his little video. The only one worth watching is one where he's mad at me, and I freaking love it. First, Bo, you can't read. My slideshow clearly says 500 million, and you called it the billion, but I appreciate that. It probably is a billion, Bo. It's just probably only about 500 million that's prosecutable within the statute of limitations. But I appreciate you calling it a billion. I appreciate you calling it a cabal and that you're ready for this fight. So, Bo, I'm going to help you out a little bit there, Hoss. Here's what you need from your friends at the county. All them friends that are willing to talk to you, I need you to go ask them for this. Here's what you need to bring to the 4 November debate at Edgewater at 6 p.m. if you want to participate, or you can sit at home and watch the video of the lecture I'll give while I explain, and I'll answer anybody's questions on these violations and why we're having the infrastructure crisis we are and why we shouldn't give them the tax. So you come along now, Bo. So here's your checklist. You got your crayon out? You write this down now, okay? Go see Danny and give him a big hug and a high five and say, Danny. And I asked Danny for these same documents and all the commissioners. Go ask any commissioner of the planning department. Oh, ask Tony Corman, our acting administrator, or Clay Atkinson, the attorney, and say, you need the document that changes the 1984 agreement and the development order adopted in Ordinance 89-09 and is still current. You need the document that reduces the drainage standards to 1 inch, half-inch retention from 6.7 inches for the Sandestin DRI. The second thing you'll need, Bo, is the document that says Walton County doesn't have to report or act on substantial deviations for traffic on US 98 and the development order. Bo, here's a cheater answer. A substantial deviation occurs is assumed when there's more than a 15% change in traffic. And since 2016, there's been a change of 22 to 24%, depending on the developer or the county's numbers. So we have a substantial deviation. So Bo, ask them for the recent Sandestin annual report. Okay, here's the other thing you need to ask them, Bo. The law says that a development order, a DRI, and substantial deviation the acting government shall not issue permits. Can you ask them for the document since we can prove it's in substantial deviation? You asked Tony Anderson this. He was very involved in the last meeting in 17. Ask him for the document that allows you to be substantially deviated and yet issue permits despite the law saying that you cannot. And also ask Tony, how come traffic and drainage, if they're going to use the standard there are, how come just like Tony was involved in open space, how come they haven't had the meeting and just changed the standard? But Bo, I'm going to give you the answer. The reason they haven't had another NOPC, in order to have a change, a notice of proposed change, Bo, I'm talking slow now. In order to have a notice of proposed change, you have to admit where you are and what you want to change. And if they did that, Bo, they'd have to admit they've known they've been in violation since, you know how long, Bo? 2004 at least. And that they're building high rises that don't have the traffic concurrency and plan they're supposed to, and drainage that's 90% non-compliant and running into everybody's bay. Have a good Saturday morning out there. You people following along, you can write down the same items I talked about and write your commissioners and say, can we have those? Where's the annual report for this development order? Where's these letters that y'all can continue without a notice of proposed change and just use different standards than a court? You signed a court agreement, a settlement agreement in 1984 that you would use these standards, and you don't have anything saying you can't, county. So local citizens follow along with Bo, and you be a sleuth too, and be prepared for 4 November, and ask your county commission for these simple things and prove Alan is on the crazy train. You people on the Bo team that Alan's on the crazy train, you go get those documents, so I'll have to eat my words, but I don't think they have them. Or they'd have given them up to me a long time ago. And that's the way it was in the morning on the Alan Osborne show. Have that on a Saturday. I'm smiling. It's a good day. Y'all keep them straight out there, because I'm going to prove to you they're not straight. They're taking your money and they want more of it in the form of a tax. And just say no. Vote no on the referendum. Vote no on the tax. It'll be like if you live up north of 20, it would be the equivalent of tripling your property tax bill. That's the way it is on the Alan Osborne show. Y'all keep them straight.